Hello and welcome back to Euro Football Daily for this week's Euro Transfer Talk, where we round up the biggest news and gossip from across the continent in one handy video. The transfer window is open, so the rumours are swirling. Will any of them come true this month? Only time will tell. As always, tweet me at Doogie Critchley or at EFT Squad with the hashtag Transfer Talk if you get wind of any gossip, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with footballs throughout Europe. Let's go! We start off this week with perhaps the highest profile player with a contract expiring this summer in Christian Eriksen. The speculation surrounding his future has been rife since the summer, with the likes of Man United and Real Madrid linked to his signing. However, the latest club linked with the Dane are Serie A leaders Inter Milan, who might even make the move before this month is up. The Nerazzurri are prepared to make Eriksen one of their highest paid players, reportedly willing to offer the 27-year-old almost €200,000 a week. And not just that, but Antonio Conte's side could even offer Spurs €20 million to get the deal done now, and fend off their rivals from jumping in ahead of them. Currently, Eriksen has been no more than a bit part player for Spurs this season, under both Mauricio Pochettino and Jose Mourinho, having only featured in 52% of available minutes in all competitions so far this season. So it comes as no surprise either that all his stats are down on last season. Per 90, key passes have gone from 2.1 to 1.1, passes from 53 down to 36, whilst he has yet to even attempt to dribble in league play. Moving to Lombardy would put him in contention to start ahead of the likes of Brozovic and Barella. You'd anticipate him getting the start and injecting a bit of creative flair. His numbers from last season would put him down as the most creative in the Inter squad. But although club chiefs have greenlit the move, Conte is having reservations, wanting to bring Arturo Vidal from Barcelona in instead. The Chilean, who is 32, has mostly featured from the bench this campaign, but has scored with all 6 of his shots on target this season. Barcelona, though, are reluctant to sell the veteran halfway through the campaign, meaning Conte may have to settle for Eriksen after all. Is Eriksen the right man for Inter Milan, though? Let us know down below. But instead of searching for that central midfield force, it might just come to them instead. Lautaro Martinez is high on Man United's shortlist, having scored 13 goals since Mauro Icardi's departure handed the 22-year-old a starting berth at San Siro. The Argentine is valued at around £80 million by Conte & Co. And in order to finance the deal, United are prepared to offer Paul Pogba in exchange. The Frenchman is valued by United at almost double that of Martinez at £150 million. Of course, the Italian manager coached Pogba while they were both at Juventus. The difference in each side's valuations may hint that Inter have to put up a bit of cash in order to get a deal like this done, but the Nerazzurri will consider themselves in the stronger position, having the informed player and with Pogba barely featuring this season. The 26-year-old has made just 5 Premier League starts so far this campaign and is set to be out for at least another month as he undergoes surgery on yet another ankle injury. The heart of the French side that won the World Cup just 18 months ago, Pogba now finds himself at risk of missing out on Euro 2020 altogether if he doesn't start featuring regularly and contribute to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's European challenge. And with Pogba preferring a move to Serie A over La Liga and Real Madrid, there's every chance that he'll be moving on sooner rather than later. But what do you guys think? If you were Conte, would you take a Pogba-Martinez swap deal? Vote in the poll above. Real Madrid have a history over the last couple of years of bringing over fresh Brazilian talent in Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, so it's no surprise they're linked with the next hot thing out of South America. 17-year-old Reinier plays for Flamengo as an attacking midfielder and broke into their first team over the last 6 months under Portuguese coach Jorge Jesus. Standing at 6'2", the youngster impressed as the Rubro-Negro won their domestic league and the Copa Libertadores, scoring 6 and setting up 2 more in just 711 minutes, averaging out at 1 contribution every 88 minutes. The potential fee is rumoured to be €30 million, and with the prodigy turning 18 in less than a fortnight, he could make the trip across the Atlantic immediately. Renier's remained tight-lipped on the speculation, saying that we'll have to wait and see regarding his future, but if his boss has anything to do with it, he'll be going nowhere. Jesus said that you can't sell a player like him for €30 million. Flamengo don't know how to price players on their true value. But what do you guys think the Wonder Kid should do? Move to Madrid or stay and develop at Flamengo? Let us know in the comments below. Hopping to the other side of El Clasico now, where Barcelona are looking to bring back former La Masia product Dani Olmo. The 21-year-old is currently plying his trade with Dinamo Zagreb, moving to Croatia as part of the deal that took Alen Halilovic to Catalonia. Halilovic, by the way, is currently 23 and at Herenveen on loan from AC Milan. Barca might as well have kept hold of the Spaniard. In order to bring him back, though, Zagreb are asking for €40 million. Understandable considering how crucial the youngster has been to them this season. In 22 matches in all competitions this campaign, the under-21 Euros winner has scored scored 8 and assisted 7, averaging a goal contribution every 117 minutes as his side narrowly missed out on qualifying for the Champions League knockout rounds. Now, Barcelona are hoping their previous ties with the player can get a deal done in the region of €30 million, gazumping both Chelsea and Man United in the process, both of whom are believed to have spoken with the player's representatives already. Olmo's deal expires in 2021 and the belief is that he does not want to sign a new deal, with Barcelona looking to force the move through before next summer. Across the Med now and to Roma, who currently have a couple of Premier League players on their books in Henrik Mkhitaryan and Chris Smalling. Starting off with the Armenian, Mkhitaryan has had a mixed time so far in the Italian capital with a recurring hamstring injury. As a result, the 30-year-old has made just 5 starts and 11 appearances overall, featuring in less than a third of all available minutes. Despite that, he's certainly made an impression on boss Paulo Fonseca, with La Lupa keen to keep the Arsenal misfit beyond the end of the season. However, the Gunners have rejected the first approach from Roma with the £8.5 million bid deemed far too low. This doesn't mean the London club want to keep him though, but are merely just holding out for a bigger offer, with his contract not set to expire until 2021. As for his rival turned teammate Chris Smalling, well, his future is currently up in the air. Smaldini has been one of the Giallorossi's top players so far this season, making 13 starts and 3.2 defensive actions a match, the most of any Roma player to have started at least half their games. And his new side are willing to pay £30 million to bring the 30-year-old to Rome on a permanent basis. But the England international is in no rush to make a decision on his future, even though reports suggest he is keen on staying on the continent. Smalling's current deal with Man United runs until 2022 and he has an extra year option too. But where do you think Smalling will be playing his football in August? Manchester or Rome? Let us know down below. We end this week in Germany with Borussia Dortmund, where the arrival of the very highly rated Erling Haaland may well have caused more harm than good, with both Paco Alcacer and Mario Götze eyeing up the exits. Starting with the Spaniard, Alcacer started the season in fine form, netting 10 goals in his first 8 games for club and country, but he hasn't scored in his last 11. The 26-year-old has only started once in September, and it's now emerged that Spurs want him to deputise for the injured Harry Kane. If Spurs want to free him from the Westphalian Stadion for 6 months, it would cost them a not unreasonable fee of €1 million plus 100% of his wages. With Kane out for 2 months and no reserve, Alcacer could be quite confident of regular football. Meanwhile, Götze, who you forget scored the winner in the 2014 World Cup final, could be leaving Dortmund on a free. Just 27 years old, the German has mustered only 487 Bundesliga minutes this season, and with his contract expiring this summer is looking to move on. Naturally, his preference is to join a club in Europe, but the only side to have shown an interest in him so far is Hertha Berlin. The capital side, managed by Jurgen Klinsmann, are currently 12th in the league, 4 points above the relegation playoff zone. So it's likely Götze might have to drop down a bit to rebuild his career. So guys, that was all we've got time for on Euro Transfer Talk for another week. What did you guys think of the stories? Which ones do you see happening? Let me know in the comments down below. As I've said 1,000 times, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!